I'm Jason, vocals and bass.
I'm Steve. I play guitar and do backing vocals.
I'm Richard, and I play lead guitar.
Hey, I'm Michael, and I play drums and percussion.
Where did the name of the band originate from?
The name Absent from the Body was a saying that my sister would say all the time, you know, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And me and Jason were looking for new band names one day, and that name just kind of pops in my head. Like, it has a nice ring to it.
How did you guys get together?
I actually just was done with playing metal music. I didn't really expect to be in a band or do metal at all, and you know, it just came about. God one day just kind of placed me in a church where I ran across a couple of guys and ended up running into Steve-O, and then talked to Richard, and we kind of started jamming, and it went from like a harder rock, and it just kind of progressed back into a metal thing. Didn't really expect that to happen, and then we knew we needed a drummer, and the guy we had, it just didn't work. We love him, but it just didn't fit. We were waiting for the right guy, and Michael walks in one day to where I work. He was ready to pretty much just stop on the drums, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, you know, I know he had said something about just quitting completely. He wasn't even going to do drums anymore. And I was like, hey man, you want to try out with the band? And next thing you know, it just clicked. Everything worked. Sounded like a 50 caliber, you know, on the kick drum. It just was awesome. So we just, you know, it just started clicking. Everything started working well.
Question, what is the craziest moment you remember on tour?
So we had just played a show in Chattanooga, and we were coming back on the interstate. For one reason or another, we had not been able to get a U-Haul trailer, and it had started pouring rain. Everything was strapped down with a tarp and 5 ratchet straps. Well, we get 20 minutes down the road, and we got drums almost about to fall out of the truck. So me and Steve-O and Jason on the side of the interstate in the pouring rain, trying to restrap all the equipment down so we don't lose anything.
Notice Richard was not mentioned.
Richard was not mentioned.
Richard stayed in the truck.
Richard stayed in the truck,
Hey, I'm puny and easy to find and hit by a car.
and there were tractor trailers just coming by us at 90 miles an hour, literally inches away from my truck, and we could have easily been hit, got killed, who knows what. So God was looking over us on that one.
One of the other crazy moments I remember, we were playing in this, it was this rundown kind of bar in Nashville, but the sound was amazing. Sound was awesome, and you know, afterwards when we had got done playing, everybody just received the music and received the message really well, and we just had so many people come up to us talking about God, and it was such a great fellowship, a good time to just be able to talk about God with other people and stuff. Right there in the bar, right outside the bar, behind the bar and stuff, we talked to other bands and stuff. They just could feel, they knew we weren't, you know, judgmental, we weren't, you know, pushing anything on them. We were just, you know, there to show them love and just to be there to, you know, just to be part of the experience of playing music live. And it was just, it was a crazy moment to just realize you were pretty much having a church service right there in a bar.
What's your songwriting process?
A lot of times, you know, either me or Richard or Jason will bring in a riff, and if it's just one riff, you know, everybody will add their input. You know, we're recorded on a phone, and so you don't forget it. Or if you need, how did I do this part? How to do that part? Just bring it into everybody, and everybody just, a lot of times everybody adds their input, and it starts from one riff, and next thing you know, you have an entire song.
And usually when one of these guys brings in a certain riff, I'll start out with the most basic drum beat I can and work through different speeds, different tempos, different timings, and then once we figure out what all makes the riff or the whole song sound the best, then we can build on it from there.
Lyrically, what I do, sometimes it just kind of comes to me. I can be at work and I'll just kind of like start writing stuff down, things like that. It just has to be like a subject or a topic, something that comes to me and hits me, and it's just from the heart. And as far as like the writing process with guitar and stuff, even though I play bass in the band, I will get my guitar out and write, riff or whatever, maybe record it and send it to the guys and be like, hey, what do you think? And those kind of build off of that.
You recently completed recording your new album. Are there any moments you want to share from the experience?
Overall, it was a great experience. Had a good time. A lot of lessons learned, things like that. A lot of the bands that do the own recording kind of stuff and everything, you learn as you go a lot of things. And we just learned different tricks of how to get the best kick drum sound, the best guitar tone, moving different mics and placement and things like that. For bass, just trying to figure out what had the best kind of drive to sound good, and it stand out. And as far as like with the band, traveling and moving from one place to another, it did get a little tricky as far as trying to get the same mic placement and stuff when we went from recording in a basement to recording into a garage. But overall, it was a great experience. Had a lot of good memories from it and had fun.
First started recording 8 months ago in a completely different place. I started out on a completely different drum set. And I remember we did different guitars and different speaker cabinets for the guitars, and just the tones from each one just blended so well together. And trying to get the sounds to be the same after we'd break down everything, go to a show, come back, try to set everything up and get that sound the way it was very trying at first. But we got a great guitar sound, and then once we came here and started working with the different drums and just the sound of this room, it brought everything more to life also.
A big thank you to Keith from Warclown for letting us pick his brain and answering our many, many questions. We couldn't have done it without him.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the future?
We just want to keep writing good music, keep playing, We just got one album done, man. We're already ready to start writing another album. We just want to keep going forward.
Plans for the future is we want to keep writing music that we enjoy playing, but also music that we know other people will enjoy. Also, plans for the future are, as soon as I joined this band, I kind of had to step up my playing to match these guys, and I continue to get better, and we continue to get better at our playing abilities, and also at our songwriting abilities. So I think we continually push each other to kind of step up to the next level each time we write a new song, write a new album, go play a new show. So I think that's a really good thing, and there's no egos about it, there's no tension. It's like, hey, we're doing this together, so let's push each other so we can continue to grow and get better as a band and as players individually.
My plans for the future of this band. Everything going on, all the hate and stuff, I just want to show fans, non-fans, with the brotherhood that we have, that we all love each other, and just continue to show that love.
What's your hobbies outside of music?
I like to fish. My son keeps me busy with sports. That's about it.
My hobbies outside of the band are, I love playing any kind of sports, not competitively, but playing basketball, tossing football. I love to do anything like that. I love hiking. I love being in the mountains. I find peace in that. I find a calmness in that.
Well, I do like to ride bikes. I like to try and tinker on them, figure them out. This is bicycles, not motorbikes. And also, I love a good day on the lake on the kayak.
I don't like to do a lot of outdoor stuff. I'm more indoor. Me and the wife watch movies, and I like to play Clash of Clans because I'm a nerd. I will every once in a while go to a drag race, watch drag racing, just stuff like that. Never really into the hunting and fishing and stuff like that.
There's one place where I find unity. It is in my brotherhood with metal. My metal friends.
Do you have a mission statement?
For me, it's more like a calling, where God's kind of just placed something on me, and He's put me in line with these guys are like brothers. It's like a brotherhood. I feel like that God's called me to kind of do this as a ministry. A lot of times, you see bands that play different styles of music and stuff, but what we want to do more than the music is to have a message of hope and just love, and not to be judgmental to people, and just be accepting to whoever they are, whatever their beliefs may be, their color may be, or whoever they may be, that we can just show them that we love them. We are not going to judge them for who they are, and I feel like that the biggest mission statement we have is just to show that love. Even though the music's aggressive, even though there's a lot of anger and aggression behind metal music, they can kind of meet us afterwards and kind of get to know us and know that that we're not the kind of typical judgmental Christian you kind of see and run into on a daily basis, unfortunately.
I want to continue to do what I feel I'm called to do, and continue to have the brotherhood that we have, and reach people to let them know that God loves you no matter how you are. Long hair, tattoos, drunk, sober, doesn't matter. And that's what we feel like we've been called to do, and I just want to continue to move forward and do that.
Mission statement. I think we have been brought together for a reason, for a purpose, and since we do play heavy metal music, I think that gives us an opportunity and a chance to reach people that you might not normally reach at a church or at any other sort of function. And you may reach somebody who needs help, needs guidance, is lost, is searching for something, and you can shed some light on that person's life.
I'm Richard Tallent, and I'm the only talent in this band.